Why, hello. Welcome back. And if you have invited me back into your home once again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You don't know how much it means to me that you even decided to. And for those of you who don't know me, who just probably just walked in, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Calvin Life, and I'm basically a guy on YouTube giving you different topics and talks about life and lessons and shit. Um, I'm lit up like this really because I choose to be. I'd rather be lit up like this than be an actual race because I don't like to be discriminated because of my skin color. So that's why I decided to be a different color that has nothing to do with any others. Yes, technically this is white, but actually, if you think about it, it's it's white, but not peach, which is the color of white people. So if anybody wants to make smart comments about what I just said about the whole me not being able to, not wanting to be a race at all, technically, and actually saying technically you're white, actually I'm not. Yes, I'm the color white, but the white people aren't white. They're actually peach. And the only actual white pale skinned people is albinos and a lot of gender. I mean, a lot of gingers. So if you're neither, you're not white. Your skin color is not white. And even they sometimes have the color of peach. So yeah, stop being a smart ass. Because really, when you think about it, you're not smart. Whoever makes a smart comment about, the whole situation I just talked about. But anyway, moving on to the actual video, I wanted to talk about Vikings. No, not the football team, although their symbol is actually, yes, the Vikings. They're called the Vikings and everything, but not them. I'm talking about the actual tribe that lived lots and lots of years ago. Actually, I think thousands of years ago, and they probably still live today. But I'm talking about them now because I feel as though that I should. The Vikings, they're basically like a race of people who were Norse sea fishermen, some shit like that, speaking the old Norse language, who raided and traded from their Scandinavian homelands across wide areas of northern and central Europe, as well as European Russia during the late 8th and to late 11th century. So, they lived a really long time ago, and they're basically people who, do shit like that. The term is also commonly extended in modern English and other places to the inhabitants of Viking home communities during what was known as the Viking Age. So, yeah, it was a period called that. This period of Norse military, Makato, and demographic expansions and constitution. Sorry, guys, I'm reading this from something, man. An important element in early medieval history of Scandinavia, the British Isles, France, and Sicily. So they were known to be in those places. They were actually a nasty race of people. I've heard that they would rape their own women, like daughters and shit like that, and they would kill and take land. They were known for this, which is why people were scared of them and they were so vicious. But at the same time, they could be collective and nice. They actually came up with the art of fishing, and they also believed in gods, also like known as Odin, who was like the father of the gods, and they also believed in Thor and plenty more. Uh, so as far as all that goes, that was like the Vikings' way of life, killing eating, sleeping, fishing, and sailing as well. They actually came up with the first boats, as I have read. It was like the first boat, like it was built in the shape of a sea monster, because they also believed that they exist too. Actually, I think plenty of people back then believed that, so they weren't the first, but they believed this so much that they built their ships and contribute and in shapes to those very monsters that they believe triumphantly took over the seas and would kill people or fish or sea creatures. Doesn't really matter. Whatever hit the sea, they were afraid of that. So, to scare other tribes of the Vikings during war, they would paint symbols and shit like that, and sculpt their ships out of the shapes of sea monsters to scare away any enemies who believe that sea monsters exist. Now, also in the future, this has been proven fake, but technically we already have sea monsters. To be honest, I mean, think about it. Sharks, for example, them motherfuckers is monsters and they live in the sea. You can't tell me that a shark isn't a sea monster. Look at the vicious motherfucker. It has sharp ass teeth, black eyes. What on earth do you like? What makes you think that that wouldn't be a monster? I mean, like, all I needed was this here is black eyes and sharp teeth, and that automatically makes me want to put it in the category of a monster. So what the hell makes you think that it wouldn't be? And that's exactly why it's like why I think that we already have sea monsters. That's what it is. It's a shark, and many other actually. See, it's just that shark's eye is the only one that could pop into my head fast enough. But yeah, we technically already have sea monsters. So yeah. But the Vikings wore different clothing. There was mainly not many. There wasn't any rights for women really. The women stayed home and cooked and cleaned and took care of the kids and tended to their husbands as the wife, sexual needs and shit like that. But the male brung in the food. He went to war. He supported the land that he lived in with the rest of the men. And the men were kings, and there were queens as well. And the only time that women didn't have to do as much work as anyone is if they became a queen of their tribe. If this happened, then they never had to worry about working. Instead, there will be servants to do everything, to take care of the kids and cater to the wife. Cater to the queen and the king. And yeah, there will basically be not much work that the woman of the family has to do. And it feels like a regular everyday life of Viking. Then the male will have to go out, catch the food, kill, defend the family from anything evil or any shit like that. And the woman's job was to take care of the kids and cater to the house and the needs of the husband. So that was basically how it went. They wore a lot of cool ass clothing, horns, helmets, and cloths and shit, and their weapons were vicious as well. The Vikings went into war with a lot of people, not only because they wanted to take down, they didn't want to expand, like they wanted to just take shit. And at the same time, people wanted to take from them, so, they had a lot of wars as well. One of the most dominant races of all time, but I don't think they're dead. I just think that they aren't as vicious as they used to. There's probably still Vikings today as we speak, and they probably still live in those lands, but it's probably more modified and different than what it was in the past. But yeah. That is basically all my time for today. If you want to learn about if you want to learn more about Vikings, go to Wikipedia and search it up. It will tell you all you need to know. And make sure you like and comment on this video down below. Let me know what you thought about it, and leave your questions for my next Q&A video, which is coming up and not even that long from now. Make sure you put them either in my P.O. box or at my Kick account. which is top artist, username Dick Danny, and or just leave them down in the comments and be, smart. There's no need to go through all that other bullshit when you can just easily get them in the comment section. Just put them down there. Ain't even that difficult. I'll answer them when I get the chance to, which will probably be in a couple more videos. And subscribe to this channel when you get the chance. If you don't, well, at least you're viewing these videos and you actually give a shit. And if you don't and you're just, it doesn't matter. Subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm still cool with you. And remember always, ladies and gentlemen, that it's all about life. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.